Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon and we are going to play another skirmish campaign of Master of Command. This time I thought we'd try out Sweden. They're part of the DLC that came out, Sweden and the Commonwealth, I believe. And they are going to have slightly different mechanics, because for instance, if you look at all of these, they get beautiful learning points, general command insight. Whereas Sweden gets military school research. Same with the Commonwealth. They work on decision power. I probably butchered that pronunciation. And so we're going to start as Sweden. We begin as a faded power, but can seek two paths of reform through its military school that disciplines its army. Its infantry can still deliver shock attacks when properly led, striking with the remnants of old Carolean aggression. Yet, years of decline have left Swedish troops with weak morale and sluggish campaign movement. So, we're going to have weak morale and slower speed, literally as in campaign movement speed minus 15%. I have access to military school and death march stance. If we look at the Carolean spirit, which is the only version I get to play with for now. Infantry charge plus 15% in command radius. That's what it means by when properly led. Keeping them in the command radius will be interesting. Because generally if I charge my troops, I don't send my general in after them. So, I don't know if I have to start their charge in the command radius, or it's going to be a little bit tricky to pull that one off, I think. But we'll see what happens. I start with 3 infantry and a cavalry. I'm going to guess general, and then my brigade commander. And we've got a couple of nice units, nice items as well coming in. So we're going to go ahead and play this. I'm going to play it on Colonel this time. Major was fairly easy, to be honest. Morale plus 15, definitely would have seen that in the battles. Headquarters and winter delayed by 3 months. Start the campaign with double starting resources. Army veterans gain plus 20%, campaign movement speed plus 15%. So all of that's gone. We're now playing it on true neutral. And so we're gonna go ahead and play on Colonel as we did our little practice skirmish with Prussia previously. So things will definitely change. I mean, especially now I'm technically on minus 30% campaign movement speed due to the fact that I've got minus 15% and I've lost the plus 50%, which would have been a nice offset, but that's all now gone. Campaign weather has no effect. Stamina plus 5%. That could be quite nice because I think I am being threatened by winter. Swedish cavalry joins the army. Finnish veteran musketeers. That's I quite like that one. Fact 100 standard is the first time you visit any settlement. Secure 5 battlefields, and that would mean kind of aiming for that without going in any settlement, which is extreme, I think. Raid 4 settlements. Julius officers. Officer veteran gain plus 80 daily. Officer Jeff chance plus 5%. Intercept 5 convoys. Bavard Grenadiers joins my army. I like the Finnish veteran musketeers, if I'm honest, but I don't really like the tribute collection doctrine. I'm going to go for Sisu Spirit, and we're going to reinforce Courland then, by the looks of it. I suppose I could re-roll. Yeah, let's re-roll. We have the option. I have 3 re-rolls. Julius officers, scraping the barrel. Reservist cost settlement minus 35%. And get the Bavard. Swedish cavalry. Infantry combat effectiveness plus 10%. Infantry unit size minus 100. Let's keep re-rolling. Let's at least I want to at least get back to one that I was happy with. Like replenishment speed plus 50%. Enlist 100 reservists the first time you enter any settlement. Force item cost. Cavalry replenishment speed. I kind of want to go back. There you go. This is what I had to begin with. So we're going to go for this one at least. Cavalry reforms research 15% faster. Shroud reforms 5% slower. New brigade and reservist cost minus 10%. That is quite nice, to be honest. Raid 4 settlements. But no, we're going to go for this one again. We're going to keep what we were going to do. We're going to protect Oh, we're not even reinforcing now. We're protecting Portland. So let's if I press this button. Oh, I just get to see the beautiful map and get to see where I'm going. So Gothenburg, Courland, or Northern England. So yes, we're not going to go into Northern England. We're going to go and protect Poland. Quite nice how you get to simply keep re-rolling those until you get one that you like. I mean, that's quite nice of it, really. But yes, here we are in Courland Act 1. And so here we are. We start with 2 brigades and infantry and a cavalry. Stamina loss while sprinting minus 50%, morale minus 5%, charge plus 15%, fire damage received plus 5%. So yes, we are charging people. That's fine. We'll maybe push towards that melee style of infantry, get the grenadiers, etc. on the go. Military school research. This is what we, in essence, were able to do, and we can, there you go. Herishfard reforms, Karelian reforms. So charge plus 10%, stamina minus 6%, accuracy and cover. Campaign movement speed, battle move speed, army veterans gain morale. Delta methods, reservist cost minus 20%, casualty recovered plus 5%. Command radius plus 12%, command radius combat effectiveness plus 4%. There is no scrolling up and down. And so let's go for... yes, I'm sure I want to research that reform. Treaties contribution. Contribute a treaties item to boost research. Basic treaties increase research by plus 10%. Increased by plus 5% per quality. Regimental staff items are used to boost research pertaining to the Ehrenschwad branch of the Swedish military school. Regimental staff items. So I don't have any at the moment, but charge plus 12, stamina minus 4. No, I mean, I'm sure we'll get a basic doctrine at some point. So go ahead and include that. So here we have our Swedish musketeers, who then can basically go into our grenadiers and lifeguards, which should be quite good. We can also take in deltas into Finnish musketeers, who can also then become veteran musketeers, who are a little better at shooting than our lifeguards, yet much worse at melee. And they have a little bit worse morale. Now, our grenadiers, I'm going to guess pretty much the same. A little bit better at shooting and reload. Same morale. Nowhere near as good as a charge. So, my Swedish troops are more melee focused. Finnish troops are more rifle focused. And then we've got our cavalry over here. And our artillery over here. So, yes, we do have our 1 unit of cavalry. Swedish provincial cavalry, and we'll keep them going forward. Now, of course, there was a request to rename a cavalry unit, which I will do at the end of this episode. I want to make sure I get all the details correct, so I'm going to have to look back up again. I know there was a name ended in Wendigo, and you also want the uniforms and stuff to be black. That's fine. I will do all the changes. Also, if any of you, more of you out there want to rename a unit, specifically any unit specifically as in infantry, cavalry, or artillery, or just any unit whatsoever, along with changing their flags, uniforms, etc., please do let me know in the comments down below. And so I'm gonna go and give you guys extra charge. No, we're not. Veterans who gain charge, morale damage dealt. Yep, then that goes to you as well. Charge and reload, casualties recovered, stamina recovery, melee damage received. We'll attempt to hold, although no, I suppose I'll probably see you with a charge, shouldn't I? So we're going to stack those in Delta recruits. We're not going to worry about these ones. And yeah, we're all about that charge, it seems. So we've got our research on the go as well. Let's jump onto the campaign map. Your army stands at the frontier, though modest in size, your forces are disciplined and in good order. A nearby depot lies ahead, lightly defended, and will serve as a starting point to begin your campaign. So you need to press onward soon after. The land is open and the roads clear, ideal for seeking out skirmishes and encounters. Engage patrols boldly. Even those larger than your own, their troops are of lower quality, and their spoils and equipment will serve your army well. We await your progress. Now, something I didn't do at all in the last campaign was too much played with these stances. I didn't do any raiding. And I didn't do any training, which I definitely could have going off some training for the last battle. On day 160, last time it was 264. So I have a feeling that I have something that doesn't help with that. So we've got a lot less. We've got 100 less days, although I think I did it before day 160 last time anyway. But they're also 15% slower, 30% slower, so we'll see what happens. Bloody Goddess Flight post lies before us, but a handful of enemy stragglers stand watch. Within its walls are captives and stores of provisions and powder. If we strike swiftly, we may seize one part of the stock, or free the prisoners, before the guards can muster a defense. Our scouts report their strength is slight, and our men are confident, and the fight will be ours. So 560 reservists, 90 provisions, or 170 ammunition. Now, I think I will grab the reservists. I can't remember what these things do anymore, to be honest with you. I know that gives me access to research and makes me slow. I forgot what that one was already. We'll go for the reservists. We'll keep our men alive. Let's face a weak detachment. What do we got? We got 1 cavalry, fright corps, provincial cavalry, recruits, and recruits. Let's charge straight in. Literally on that one, I think. Time to be doing that charging, because that's apparently what we're good at. They will definitely come to me. That's no doubt on that one. Where we post up, on the other hand, is another question. We've got these beautiful fields, which will give us some cover. We've got this hill, but, I mean, let's be honest, they're pretty close to said hill. I think I'm just going to try and post up. Although they'll also get the fields, to be honest, so it's a little bit, should we say, swings and roundabouts. So they've got recruits. Yep. Line of recruits, cavalry in the back. What I'm going to do is, let's put you all into column. I'm simply going to pace my recruits against their recruits with some cavalry charge from both sides. I mean, you know, hey, that's probably what I'm good at, right? But like I said, yes, I need to keep this to get 15% if inside my morale radius. I could have just walked forward probably in a line, to be honest. So, you guys go and take on this farmhouse. You guys stay just inside there. No, you guys walk forward too. No, whoops. There you go. It didn't make me select these guys. That's why. And I should get a nice bit of cover. Yes. Out. Nice. We double hit those guys. Okay. So we'll No. I lied. Don't do it. Turn back. Crazy idea. Expecting you to be able to shoot from like where you were, like you did a minute ago. got a very nice bit of cover compared to their guys. Good. Help me out. Although by the looks of it, they've maybe got better equipment. I am losing this firefight. I assume, yes, you are the same. Going to do is charge in that cavalry. So maybe, obviously these guys have officers connected to them as well. You're gonna shoot that way as you're waiting for these guys. Tricorps recruits. My guys are winning just. Get them out of there, especially to the side, so they can't be shot at. Keep their morale up. My Swedish musketeers. I'm not quite sure. I assume in this counts as an officer. Charge plus 15, fire damage received plus 5. I just about kept these guys going, mind you. But yeah, take advantage of our charge, basically. Be good if you could kind of see off the fight and keep getting units individual experience, because I'm sure if I charge these guys down with my horse, with my horse cavalry, as opposed to my elephant cavalry, you know, because they're in great supply. No, with my cavalry, I'm sure I could get extra experience. Never mind. Although I suppose I could have done that whilst we were finishing off the battle, to be fair. Never mind. Right, so took them out, a nice 246 thalers. Are we still going with thalers? Thalers? Yep. Oh, we captured a regimental flag. Oh, very nice. Reform research gained 15. Yep, I thought we would get that through fights. We didn't lose that many soldiers, so let's not worry about the reservists or casualties recovered. I mean, we barely lost anything, to be honest. Then one of you did mention I should keep plugging in the veterancy. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Gonna see. I mean, I kept going thalers last time to try and get enough money to keep expanding the army, but let's get some early veterancy. $960 down to wow. We close. Yeah, we still lost 300 soldiers, and then a little bit of ammunition gone as well. And then we have, what is this? Loot. Loot. Move speed plus 6%. Morale recovery charge. Accuracy plus 4. Stamina minus 2. Stamina recovery. Move speed. Right, so we'll... Oh wait, they're not the same thing? Oh, no, this is a canteen, isn't it? This is a ration. Of course. We'll give you some greater accuracy. Better move speed. Resistance, melee damage received. Yep. So you guys can technically even be my anti-melee guys. Except these two I have for loot. And canteens can come later. That's that taken out. And let's have a look at our map. We've got a convoy in the hills. I need 5 convoys, 4 encampments. Got a slums just to my south. I got a fort to my north. Encampment and convoy. Lock down the south direction. Hey, convoy, encampment. All heavily up north, really. Convoys, encampments. Not too much down in the south region, to be honest. I think the answer is basically north. Let's dip to the slum and then start going north. And that kind of gets us line of sight up until this corner, basically. The Grand Parade. So the people have gathered in idle curiosity, having heard that soldiers of our army are encamped nearby. Some cheer at the sight of our colours, while others look on with doubtful faces, of expecting little more than noise, dust, and drunken swagger. A proper military parade may win them over and stir new volunteers to our cause. We could form the men at once and trust discipline to carry the day, or spend several days drilling the ranks into something more worthy of admiration. 5 days pass practicing. We'll make it a likely chance. The parade was received with roaring approval. Drums sounded, colours flew, and the men passed before the crowd with such order and spirit that even the doubters were brought to applause. By evening, volunteers had begun presenting themselves in numbers, eager to join an army that looked so splendid in the field. Our own men, too, carried themselves a little taller for having been so admired. Oh, nice. I get reservists and veterancy. That was definitely worth 5 days. I mean, because even training a day only gets me that, so that would have only been worth 500. I outdid that, and I got some more reservists to fill up the pool. Right, so let's go and take this fort that's in my way of traveling north. Abandoned. The enemy appears to have left this fort unguarded, either by oversight or due to the swiftness of our advance. No troops were found within, nor was a single musket discharged. We have entered the works unopposed, and may now claim the ground without resistance. It would be prudent to occupy and fortify the position without delay. Take 2 weapons. Take 2 weapons. Enemy HQ delayed by a week. Requires 580 reservists. Happy. Those reservists have just gone and volunteered from the slums, so I've got no problem with that whatsoever. And this way, I gained that time back. I gained from the lost to the slums. Happy exchange, in my opinion, and I got 2 weapons. So they now appear on day 167, and so here you guys should have. Yep, excellent melee, poor range. We now have a superior accuracy, poor range, an English firearm. Light socket bayonet compared to a socket bayonet, actually -3, reload -4. Charge, that one. You guys gonna be my. I'll turn these guys into ranged infantry. These 2 will go melee, and then I'll probably have to move these guys out to a new brigade. Then socket bayonets. You guys can get the new socket bayonet. You guys are going to be going melee. Out of curiosity, so you need 5s and 4s. 3s and 4s. So Swedish musketeers, and I'll put them into grenadiers, and then Finnish musketeers into veteran musketeers for these guys. From that, what can I make them? Artillery of any chance? Yes. We will eventually add artillery, but not yet. So I may rename these just things like the Flying Finns and the Hungry Swedes or something. I don't know, just so I know which direction to take them for now. And if you do have any names, Hungry Swedes. The floundering Finns. Bruce. Just so I know which direction to take them in. Of course, if you do have replacement names, please feel free to let me know. And you guys have already gone Swedish, so that's fine. Then, yep, we're done here. So we've got supplies available -25%. Let's go visit town. Oh, we've got a battlefield just up north. So, supplies available. There's less supplies available, but that doesn't affect the cost. I do recognize the cost from the last campaign. We're gonna go and grab some more ammunition because that seems to disappear fairly quickly. Let's come down. No, not the barracks. I want to be able to sell things. The town square. Oh, the value's a little bit above half. I wonder why that went and happened. And yeah, we're not going to be using one muskets for anything. Confirm. And let's come to the barracks. Swedish provincial cavalry. They came from, yeah, they do come from Delta recruits. That'll be another cavalry unit, which might be worth it. Bogged musketeers. Which direction do you end up going? Where have you come from? Kiska recruits. Yeah, nothing. Pretty good. 30, 40, 60 on morale. They were a little bit better at shooting. Now, I'll keep my guys for melee. My grenadiers. So let's... the veteran musketman, how do they stack up? 30, 25, 50. Yeah, I think, again, my Finnish guys are a little better when it comes to shooting. Not as good at combat, as in melee combat, but they are better shooters. And so then we've got a couple of Indalta recruits. Let's grab one of them. So yep, they've slotted straight in there. The Floundering Finns in Delta recruits, so they will go melee again. You may, oh, in fact, hang on, no, you guys may as well get Mackenzie. You guys are going to go melee again, which means you're going to go Swedish again. And so, I don't know, the satiated. I don't know how you spell satiated, to be honest, but Swedes. Also, do Swedes have two E's? Is that how you spell Swedes? I don't even know how you spell Swedes. I apologize for any Swedish people potentially watching. I don't even know how you spell Swedes, to be honest. I don't even know if that's correct. No, it should be Swedes, right? Because that's Sweden. Sweden has two E's at the beginning? I don't even know anymore. I apologize. I have no idea how you spell Swedes. I'll correct all this for the next episode, along with the renaming of that unit as well, of course. Okay, so that's a few more men. That's what's going to be a lot more bullets spent. And so what I wish... Ooh, let's do just past town. And now this... As this town is pretty much useless, and I don't intend on ever coming back this far again. I will suffer 1% attrition. I will take 4 fellas per regiment in the army, so that's now gone up by 1. And 3 provisions per regiment. So each of those times 5, so 20 and 15. Headquarters notified. Alright, and I gain riding boots and a large cartridge box as well. Headquarters were notified. So let me see, you obviously get the riding boots, which give me a bit more stamina. And then the large cartridge box now are Floundering Finns. Yes, very much. Guys. You very much need that large cartridge box. Headquarters were notified. Not quite sure what happens when headquarters gets notified, to be honest. Let's go back to the marching stance. And there you go. I have... Oh! Patrol army. They came down for me. Cantonist recruits, and Prussian musketeers. All right. Let's see these guys off the field, basically. Battle ruined the East Prussian infantry. Ever since then, they have been used. Oh, interesting battlefield. I don't like these marshy, boggy areas. I am going to completely change this battlefield to how I wish to have it done. Everybody is going across this this river, quite frankly. We are going to stack up in here. Charge them from here, because I don't want to fight and charge over this river or this marshland, quite frankly. So I'll give up, obviously, that option of the hill. Better get across there. Marching columns. Let's go and fast forward them into position a little bit more. Right, and then let's see if we've got half speed for a second. So we have the Hungarians. Let's have you on this hill. Oh wait, sorry, let's have you on this hill. Have you... You there. You there. Way up there. There. Alright. Let's forward a bit again. Hurry up. Let's have... Fine. There. All right. Well, my guys, time to reload. Guys. Oh, yeah. General took a bit of a hit there. Got a volley off. On the other two sides, okay, cavalry isn't actually holding out the best. Our infantry are doing amazing. They've now retreated. Let's pull you guys back. Nice, they've just been shattered. Let's keep you guys harassing and yep, nice. Oh, we even killed an officer. And they retreated. And they got shattered. Nice. Yeah, our officer, well, luckily our officer didn't get hurt. He took his cavalry took a full volley, which I wasn't expecting. That was a bit of an oversight on my part. Yes, we're going for the charging treaties all the way. Some more loot. Veterans gain charge, that's fantastic. Morale and move speed on the horses, and some kind of implement. 424, that's not too much of a thing. We killed 1,073. Reform research gained plus 15, which is fantastic as well. We shall continue to take veterancy. Very nice. Manage everybody. Right, so we're all about the charge. What have you got for me? Flanking fire damage. Grenade throw range and melee plus 5. That's quite nice. We are going to get some grenadiers coming through here. Yep, we'll go ahead and get that. Because, I mean, melee plus 5% is good across the board anyway. So if we're going to push these guys into grenadiers, grenade throw range plus 25% is also very nice. And I've just realized I can completely also customize my officers. Turns out they always have white hair, which is a bit of a shame. But we're going to give them a glorious mustache. And then so we got a bit more equipment as well. Veterans gain charge plus 4. I mean, they've got the... No, you got infantry only. Well, yeah, we can give it to you guys. You guys are going to be going melee as well. Loot horses. Morale and move speed. They're the only horse I've got. And then gunners implements. Right, and so we're going to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. When we come back, we're going to... It's going to be a bit of a back and forth. We're going to go to the convoy and then up to the battlefield, as I feel like the battlefield's a bit closer to the encampment. Opposed to going to the battlefield, the convoy, and then back up to the encampment. It's all a little bit zigzaggy. But yeah, I think we're off to a good start. We've employed the good old raid village. I mean, like I said, we're never going to go back here and I don't know, what can I say? I wasn't worried about this one not being on the map because it also didn't have great stats. So we'll come visit that one. We've got here's our slightly better stat village. I can get artillery recruitable, maybe not. Debase currency, item sale profit. We have any here you go. We got a nice one. Units, nice, fresh recruits, and horse breeders. Got another one up here as well. Item cost minus 15%. Reservists available plus 15%. Cost minus 25. Yeah, and there'll be a couple of small towns that we haven't discovered, which will be on the roads. We'll see what else comes about. But like I said, that is all we have time for in this episode. Thank you all so much for joining me. Please do, if you're still with me at this point, please do like and comment the video for the good old YouTube algorithm. And yeah, also keep your unit names coming. I do apologize because I've definitely misspelled Swedes because I've now spelled it in 2 different ways. So one of them's wrong. Potentially both of them are wrong. I don't even know off the top of my head. Spelling is not my strong point. And so until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed it. And until next time, as per always, I hope you will stay safe, happy, and healthy.